it's Samantha, and Olivia is 2 months old and I'm 2 months postpartum. So I'm going to talk about all the stuff that's been happening. So first, I did not do a 6-week update because my postpartum visit got rescheduled. I was supposed to go in, and about an hour before the appointment I started getting a migraine, so I had to cancel it and they rescheduled it. It was actually last week, which was at like 7.5 weeks. So I thought I would just wait and do the 2-month update and fill you guys in on everything. So first, real quick, I'll talk about that appointment. They just checked my cervix. Sometimes they give you a pap smear, just depending on your provider and depending on when you've had one last. And I got the all clear for anything I want to do now, any kind of activity, sexual activity, anything. He said, just take it slow and do anything you're comfortable with doing, but don't push yourself too much. He still said I could have some soreness, and I definitely have noticed that. Just depends on how much I do during the day, how sore I'll be by the end of the day. Anything in my abdomen, my lower abdomen, my girly parts, all of that can get pretty sore. My incision looks really, really good. There's just like a faint pink line where they cut me open, and I feel almost normal. I still have some tenderness along the skin right above my incision, and it's also a little bit numb down there, which I've heard can last a really long time, maybe forever. It just depends on your nerves, how well they heal. All in all, I think that's okay. I'm not too concerned about it. It doesn't hurt. It's just a little bit tingly when I touch that area. I do notice it. Other than that, I feel great. So for weight, I am at 167, which is 10 pounds above my pre-pregnancy weight. And I think that's a great place to be. Definitely after being so huge, being pregnant, I feel really skinny now. I still have a pudge, I still have a little pooch. From giving birth, the skin's still baggy right there. I've still got some fat, and that's totally okay. I never had, you know, a 6-pack of abs or anything. So it really doesn't bother me that much. I'm able to fit into my pre-pregnancy clothes for the most part. Sometimes I still have a little pooch in the front, and my latest maternity clothes that I've been trying to wear don't fit anymore. So I'm totally out of the yoga pants. I'm gonna have to get new yoga pants if I want to wear yoga pants anymore. And even like my later maternity pants don't fit anymore. I think they were like a size up from where I was before, which is pretty awesome because I have not been eating that great. I mean, I do eat a lot of vegetables. I've been stinking at eating my fruit. You guys know I've been trying to eat 3 fruits a day, and I eat like 1 fruit a day. I do my strawberries, and that's pretty much it. But I still eat a lot of vegetables, but I've been snacking a lot. I've been snacking on junk a lot. I think I'm addicted to Pop-Tarts now. Like, I love Pop-Tarts. They are so good. So that's definitely a bad habit I've picked up since having her. But all in all, I feel great. I don't have anything to complain about. Let's move on to Olivia now. She had her 2-month appointment today. She got 2 shots and an oral vaccine, and I think she freaked out more from the oral vaccine than she did from the leg shots, but she didn't like any of them. She screamed bloody murder. She turned beet red in the face, and it was really traumatic. It was really difficult to sit through that, but she made it through. Now she's taking a nap, and hopefully this afternoon she won't be too fussy or too sore on her legs. So as far as her weight and her size measurements, her head was in the 98th percentile. Her height was in the 99th percentile, so she's a really tall girl, and her weight ended up being in the, I think he said, the 87th percentile. She was 13 pounds and ½ an ounce, so she's a big baby. She's doing great. So it seems like she's going to be a very tall and skinny baby. I was that way, my husband was that way. I kind of expected her to be that way. You know, she's still getting the little chunky rolls, which are really cute, but she's definitely long. The doctor was very happy with how she's progressing. She's a perfectly healthy, big old baby, and sorry, I'm crossing my legs. And we're very happy with her healthy checkup. So we've been doing tummy time 2 to 3 times a day. She only lasts a couple of minutes each time, so it's not generally a lot of time, but she has started rolling over from her tummy to her back. She doesn't do it every time for tummy time. She just does it sometimes. She's enjoying tummy time more. She doesn't seem to fuss as much. In the beginning, she used to fuss all the time. As soon as we put her on her belly, she would start screaming, but now she can last a few minutes, maybe up to like 5 minutes of tummy time at a time, and she just coos a little bit. Her sleep has been amazing. She's still doing the longer stretch at night and then shorter stretches right after that. Generally, she has a 7 to 8 hour stretch and then a 4 hour or 2.5 hour stretch. So it depends on how she how she wakes up afterwards. We usually wake up 1 to 2 times in the middle of the night, which I think is perfect. I'm not complaining at all. I love it. I can't believe she sleeps so well, and the 8-hour stretches are becoming more common, which has been so fabulous. So last night we woke up 1 time, she had an 8-hour stretch, and then a almost 4-hour stretch. So she slept almost 12 hours total. It was so great. Also, the times she wakes up in between are becoming shorter times of being awake. So before it took about an hour to feed her and lull her back to sleep, and now it's taking more like 30 to 40 minutes. So I really like that. But last night I woke up for a 30-minute period and it's just so perfect. I just can't believe it. I thank my lucky stars for her sleep at night. It's just so perfect and I can't complain at all, and I'm just so amazed. You know, I feel incredibly lucky that we get good sleep. All in all, she's not that difficult of a baby, I feel like. And she likes to change activities a lot. She likes to be sitting up. You know, I hold her sitting up, I rock her, we sway, we play tummy time, we play on her activity mat on her back. She just likes to be in lots of different positions, and she likes to be entertained. She'll lay in the pack and play or on her activity mat for maybe 5 minutes. If I want to run and do something, if I need to go to the bathroom, I can put her on one of those. Generally, she's pretty quiet and pretty happy. I guess I can't say quiet because she's making a lot of noise now. I am able to set her down some during her awake time, but she is just so active and so curious about everything. She looks at everything, and it's amazing. I feel like she's not 2 months old. I feel like she's so more alert than I've ever seen other 2-month-old babies. I worked at a daycare and I worked in an infant room, so I watched babies from 6 weeks up. So I have a lot of experience seeing other babies about her age, and she's just so much more active than I remember any babies being around this time. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's because she was 2 weeks overdue. It might be because she's so big, but she's definitely really alert and really active. Which is surprising to me. She is smiling a ton. If you've watched any of my day in the life videos recently, she is just smiling so much, and she coos and she babbles and she talks, and she's just the cutest little thing. And I'll insert some clips at the end of this video so you'll be able to see some clips of her. And she's almost laughing. It sounds like she's trying to get a laugh down, but she's not quite laughing yet, but she's so cute when she tries. So this last week we started playing a lot more music and singing to her, and she loves it. And she started sometimes grabbing at toys and grasping them, and it seems like it's just random right now, but when a toy is near her and she like feels it around her hand, she will start kind of reaching for it and grabbing for it. And I've noticed her doing this a lot, like grabbing a toy just with these 2 fingers. And also there's been a couple of times where her ladybug toy is close to her and she'll grab like a string off of it or the rings like this and just hold it in her hand. With her activity mat, she starts hitting the things now, and at this point, you know, she's not controlling her hands at all, but she will hit them, and she'll be hitting the one she's looking at every once in a while. So I know she's like really trying to do it. It's an active thing that she's doing. She's not just flailing her arms some of the time. So it's really cute. She looks like she's concentrating really hard on it. And just yesterday, I noticed her noticing her hand. So she'll have her hand here and she'll like turn and look at it really wide-eyed. So it's so cute to see her like do all these amazing things and recognize things. She's also started to look in a mirror, so she'll like be mesmerized by looking at herself. She just like becomes wide-eyed and stares at herself, and it's really, really cute. She doesn't cry most of the time. She'll still cry before nap time sometimes, and she just cries when she starts getting tired, pretty much. That's pretty much the only time she cries, unless she's uncomfortable or hurt, like getting the shot, she cried a lot. And she holds her head amazingly well. Very few times now does she push her head backwards, you know, like lose control of it. So she holds it really well, but she tips forward some of the time. Like when she's really tired, her head will start drooping forward. So she doesn't have quite as good control with the forward, but she definitely can hold it from flinging back, which is great. So as far as her personality, she seems to be really like her dad, like goofy, and she really likes goofy things. So when he makes goofy faces at her, she seems to smile and do her almost laugh thing, and she really loves to interact with both of us. As soon as, you know, we come in the room, she's all smiles and making cute little faces, and it's just so amazing to get such an interaction from her already. I feel like it's really early to be this interactive, but she is. She's a really interactive baby and seems like she's enjoying bath time. I'll put her legs in the water and she'll kind of float a little bit and start kicking her legs a lot, and she seems to like it, and she'll be doing her happy babbling sounds. She also loves staring at the ceiling fan. She will stare at that ceiling fan for a long time and smile at it, like make cute little smiles at it. So I don't know what that's about, but I know lots of babies like ceiling fans. So all in all, things are just going really well with her. We feel incredibly lucky that she's so healthy and happy and sleeping through the night especially. So the last thing I want to talk about is her napping. She is all over the place with her naps. I just put her down when she's getting tired. She'll usually at least sleep for 45 minutes, and she can go up to 4 hours, and I do not wake her up. She ends up sleeping about 14 to 15 hours a day. That's right on average, so I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm definitely picking up on her tired cues a lot better, and she's not getting overtired nearly as often, and she goes to bed a lot easier most of the time too. She still will cry every once in a while, but it seems like she doesn't cry for as long and she doesn't cry as often. So most of the time, maybe it's like one time a day she'll do the crying, and the rest of the nap she'll go right to sleep. And then when she wakes up, she's super happy and she'll give me lots of smiles. Oh, and one other thing, we are starting the cloth diapers. We started them this week. We're doing them like part-time right now. I'm just trying to get the hang of doing the diapers, and so far so good. So far I'm liking them. That's pretty much it. So I'll insert some clips at the end. Be sure to like this video if you like baby updates, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos. I'm planning on doing monthly updates from here on out, so expect to see a 3-month update a month from now. And have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Hi, sweetie. Hi. I just love the noises she makes. You're so silly. Good job holding your head up. She's just gonna eat her own hand, but look at her holding her head up.
Me, baby.
You're doing so well, Liz. She says, Pinkie Pie! Pinkie Pie!
Wait, what'd you say? Wait, what?
Really? You gotta be kidding me.
What?